But the reason you weren't at home before curfew is because you got in a wreck.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you were driving drunk.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't know you had community service hours. I don't believe that for a second, but I'll put not true on it. So you had a wreck while you were driving drunk. Morning, are you Herbert Riley?
Yeah.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Here we are.
Mr. Riley, in clause number 23, DCCR 0262, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. Shows that you were placed on probation June 11th of 2024 for evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle, third-degree felony. That was an 8-year term in prison that was probated for 8 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
The motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor, on March 31st of 2026 here in Jefferson County, Texas. Is that true or not true?
Yes.
True or not true?
True.
Thank you. Count 2 alleges that you violated the condition of your probation to avoid injurious or vicious habits and that you tested positive for alcohol March 19th of 2026. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 3 alleges that you violated the condition of your probation to conduct yourself in a courteous and professional manner at all times. And it states that you were belligerent and combative, refusing to comply with the directions when you were arrested by the Port Arthur Police Department on March 31st of 2026. And is that true or not true? I'm sorry?
True.
Count 4 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true?
I didn't know about that.
He said he didn't know about it.
You didn't know you had community service hours. I don't believe that for a second, but I'll put not true on it. Probation goes over that your very first meeting. It's in your paperwork, but obviously you have community service. You know that now. And so if I go along with this agreement, you're definitely going to have to get that taken care of. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Count 5 alleges that you were at a location other than your residence at approximately 11:49 p.m. March 31st of 2026. Is that true or not true? That's not true.
At the time,
He's trying.
That's when you were arrested, right?
The issue, Judge, is that he was on his way home and he got in a wreck. He was leaving before his curfew. I've explained that to him. He can explain why he was out after his curfew, but he was.
So you had a wreck while you were driving drunk.
it's 8:30. Well, I stayed up the street.
Where were you at 11:49?
Were you at home?
I was gone. I was in the cop car.
Okay. But the reason you weren't at home before curfew is because you got in a wreck.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you were driving drunk.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's also fair to say, don't you think, that you weren't at home for curfew because it was your own fault because you had a wreck and you were driving drunk? Okay. So is that true or not true that you were out past curfew? Count 6 alleges that you provided a urine sample, which this is the same really as the other one. This says he tested positive for alcohol.
Yes, will be.
Okay. Count 7.
And same with 7, Judge. I think maybe we could just move to 8 and be finished with it.
Okay, yeah, those are the same. Count 8 alleges that you failed to submit to alcohol and or drug screening February 6th of 2026 and March 9th of 2026. And is that true or not true?
True.
And then count 9, that was count 8, I'm sorry. Count 9 alleges that you failed to pay your court assessed fees as directed. As of April 2nd of 2026, you were $685 behind. Is that true?
Yes, true.
Okay. Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those because they're actually true? So this agreement says Safe P from the beginning. Am I to assume that he's already been through Safe P?
I think if the court would allow, Ms. Cole has some things to add about that and a little bit about his attitude for the court to maybe help us get off on the right track if you follow this agreement. I did also inquire with the Port Arthur Police Department yesterday about that new offense. It has not yet been submitted. If the court does follow this agreement, I will ask that they submit it this week so that he can enter a plea to it because I'd like it for the conviction.
For sure. How are you, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Would you please raise your right hand? You swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Riley did complete the entire safety continuum. So he went from the unit placement to the residential aftercare to the 9-month outpatient aftercare. Right when I was getting ready to transfer him to another caseload, he had the incident with drinking and driving. I went and saw him at the jail, and the problem that we've had is his willingness to take accountability. So giving him another opportunity to go through the program from the beginning, hopefully he'll learn some accountability. If not, he's going to keep repeating the same circle.
You understand what she's saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is kind of what I heard a little bit today. You know, just trying to take some responsibility, but not full responsibility. And that's just going to get you in prison is where it's going to get you, because you're not going to get an opportunity like this again.
Yes, ma'am.
The amount of money that it cost us to send you to safety is ridiculous. And the fact that everybody's willing to work with you and do it again means they think there's something worth saving. And that's great. And I want that for you. But it's going to take you accepting responsibility for everything in your life and making complete change.
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted in the evidence that Mr. Riley is not competent.
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence at this time to revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow this agreement. I'm going to continue you on probation. I'm going to order that as a condition of your probation, you enter and successfully complete the safety program. Take advantage of it. Learn from it. You should have all the tools when you get out of safety to never make these mistakes again.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if you do, you've already agreed to an 8-year sentence. So if you're back in here, you're looking at that 8 years that you've already agreed to. No negotiations. If you violate your probation, is the 8 years. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I wish you the best of luck, sir. It's print. Give me just a second. And then as soon as that other case is filed, you'll have to take care of that, because you won't be able to leave to go to safety until that takes place. So they'll get you over to misdemeanor court on a jail day as soon as that's filed, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.